So Google just dropped a whole bunch of new AI tools. And trust me, this isn't just another minor update. What we're seeing here is a really fundamental shift in how AI fits into our work. It's moving from being, a cool trick to a legitimate professional partner. The big idea? Making AI ready to actually do the job. We've all seen those demos, right? An AI builds this amazing-looking app in like 30 seconds. And you think, wow, I'm getting a fully finished product. But the reality? It's more like a beautiful sandcastle. It looks incredible, but the moment a real user touches it, the whole thing just crumbles. And that huge gap between the slick demo and a real working app is exactly what Google's trying to fix. So how are they doing it? What's Google's first big move? Well, it's a super powerful new coding agent that lives inside Google AI Studio, and it's called Antigravity. Its mission is pretty simple, to completely get rid of that flimsy, breakable prototype. Look, the whole point of anti-gravity isn't just to spit out a bunch of code. It's designed to build a solid foundation. It takes your idea and creates a real application, one you can actually build on top of, not one that just shatters the first time you look at it funny. And how exactly does it build something so robust? By doing all the hard stuff for you automatically. I mean, think about trying to build a real-time collaborative app. Antigravity handles all that complex multiplayer stuff and the live data syncing right out of the box. It even sets up your backend, your database, your user authentication. It's literally like having a senior developer come in and handle all that critical but super tedious setup work for you. But it's not just about the code itself. It's about the whole development process. Antigravity securely manages your API keys. It supports the big boy frameworks that you actually use in the real world, like Next.js and React. And it remembers your project's history, so it can make smarter edits. You see? It's not just a code generator, it's really being built to be a true teammate in the development process. Okay, so on to the next big thing, an AI that's stuck in a browser tab. It's kind of like a brilliant artist who's trapped in a tiny little room. Google's second major move is to break Gemini out of that browser tab and give it a proper home right on your desktop. This quote right here absolutely nails it. A native Gemini app from macOS isn't just about making it easier to open. No, it's a huge strategic shift to transform Gemini from just some website you visit into a constant proactive assistant that's always there, ready to help you get stuff done. And you can really see the progression here, right? First, the AI lived in a browser. Now, it's becoming a native app. But what's the end game? Deep system-level access. An AI that can manage your files, that can juggle tasks between totally different programs, and can genuinely collaborate with you on your work, not just answer your questions. And this is all happening at lightning speed. I mean, just a month ago, the Apple-Google partnership was just an announcement. Today, a native Mac app is already being tested internally. This isn't just talk, it's really happening. Imagine a Siri that's actually powered by Gemini. That would be a total game changer and a massive win for Google. All right, now for the final piece of the puzzle, and this might be the most powerful one yet. We're moving beyond an AI that just suggests code to one that writes it, runs it, tests it, and yeah, even fixes its own code all by itself. You know, if you have ever tried to code with an AI, this loop is going to look painfully familiar. It's that soul-crushing cycle of ask, copy, paste, run, error, and then you start all over again. It is a massive waste of time. But now, there is a much better way. With the new Colab server, you just give the AI a task, and the agent just handles it. It writes the code, it runs the code, it debugs the code, all directly inside Google Colab. All you get back is the final working result. The amount of time this saves is just enormous. Now, the magic that makes this possible is something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. And it's more than just a translator. It's a whole standardized rulebook that lets the AI understand and actually control other software. It's the language that lets an AI agent use a tool like Colab, not just talk about it. And just look at what this agent can do. It can build entire notebooks from scratch, it can add and edit code, it can install all the packages you need, and it even keeps track of all the variables in the project state. It's basically a junior developer who lives inside your Colab environment, just handling all the grunt work for you. So let's step back. What does all of this add up to? These aren't just 3 random updates. They are 3 crucial pieces of a much, much bigger picture. The real emergence of the autonomous AI agent. You've got building real apps with anti-gravity, you have Gemini breaking out of the browser into a native app, And you've got this new agent that can execute tasks all by itself in Colab. These three shifts are what's turning AI from a simple little helper into a powerful autonomous partner. So here's the bottom line. We are moving away from an AI that just gives you answers to one that actively participates in the work. Google is positioning AI to be a permanent, proactive part of how we build things and how we get our jobs done.
And that brings us to the really big question, right? If AI agents can now build production-ready apps, integrate themselves deeply into our computers, and execute complex tasks all on their own, what's next? What new kinds of work are about to become possible? Now that is something to think about.